Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to Lorenzo Ford for providing with the Ford F-150. If you're in the market for a Ford, you can come check out Lorenzo Ford and ask for Gene. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about the styling here of the Ford F-150. This is the 14th generation Ford F-150. As you guys can see here, if you guys look at it really hard, you guys can probably tell the exterior styling have been changed. I like these stacked LED headlights here. They're adaptive and they swivel with this daytime running light, which runs from the top of the vehicle here, as you guys can see, all the way down here to the lower part of the fog light housing. There's front parking sensors. There's also this recovery hooks here because my model also has the FX4 package. There's the Ford emblem here front and center with the front facing camera. And Ford says you can get 11 different grills if you guys would like. So this grill here on my Lariat model looks really good here with the gray matte exterior paint here. It looks really nice here. It also looks really good with these turbine looking wheels here. These are a 275/60 tire. They're wrapped in this 20-inch rim design. And keep in mind, guys, this vehicle has really good fuel economy numbers at 24 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 24 combined. That's the F-150 badge with the Lariat badge there. There's also this heat extractor here, so it can keep that 3.5 liter pushing out that heat. There's also this LED sight marker here on the mirror cap. And Ford calls this thing called zone lighting. So if you guys are in a dark area, it will light up the trail so you guys can see where you're going. And down here at the lower part of the door panel, there's the PowerBoost badge there. And there's also these fixed running boards so you guys can get inside this F-150. This is how you lock the vehicle here via this pad here. Or you can put your code in, whatever code that you would like. And above, Ford does offer this large panoramic sunroof here to light into the cabin. But making our way to the rear here of the F-150, this does have the FX4 off-road package, which is really good. So it does have unique shocks and whatnot. Looking back here at these taillights, they're full LED with an LED turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. And if you guys go for a different type of model, Ford will have this little indicator here to basically let you know how much weight you have in the actual bed, which I think is a nice feature. No other competitor offers that in the segment. There's the 7 and 4 pin connector here. There's also these LED lights for the tag. There's a rear parking sensor, and this can tow up to 12,100 pounds here with the PowerBoost model. There's also this camera here. That's the F-150 badge stamped into the actual tailgate. There's the Ford emblem here. Open up the bed back here. This does have a power opening bed. And my model also has this workstation here, so you guys can cut some stuff, put some C-clamps in this area here. And this also has a step, so it does have this multi-function bed here. There's also some tie-down hooks back here. And keep in mind, guys, if you guys can see right here, you guys are wondering what this is a onboard generator. Very impressive. No other truck on the market offers that. As you guys can see, there's a household outlet here. And TFL, they actually tested that you can also charge up your electric bike or your electric car. So this onboard generator here is very impressive, which I think is very nice that Ford offers that. But my model is missing a spray-on bed here, which I think every truck should just come with that as standard, in my opinion. There's also that rear glass there to let light and air into the cabin. But I'm very impressed with this onboard generator. And if you guys lived in Texas and I know there was a power outage, that onboard generator kept your house charging if you guys had a full tank of gas. I'll talk about that onboard generator once you get inside the interior of the F-150. But overall, I'm very impressed with the exterior styling. I think Ford has basically came a long way, especially with the technology that they're offering here on the F-150. Before hopping into the interior of the Ford F-150 Lariat trim, looking at the key fob here, this does have the corporate Ford key. There's the Ford emblem on back of the key fob. This does have a lock, unlock, a remote start, also a power tailgate and a panic button. But to activate the remote start, just lock the vehicle. As you guys can see, the lights will do a dance. And press the remote start button twice. But keep in mind, guys, my model does have the PowerBoost engine. So if you listen really carefully, all you guys will hear the electric motor whining just a little bit, but Ford gives you this lock here. You can press this button to lock the vehicle, or you can use the actual keypad here in order to lock the vehicle, just in case you want to leave your key there. But Ford puts a sensor behind the door handle. Open up this interior here. As you guys can see, my model does have this two-tone color combination with the brown interior here, also with the brown piping. My model also comes with these fixed running boards here, but getting inside the F-150, there's this grab handle here. So if you're short like myself, you can get into this big old pickup truck here. But oh my God, this interior. Ford has done a fantastic job here with this interior. I do like the brown, like I mentioned, but shutting the door here sounds pretty solid. To start up the F-150, just put your foot on the brake and press the start button right here. And you guys are greeted by this built tough emblem there on the actual digital display. This is the only truck in this class that offers a full digital display. And there's this large 12-inch display here. Ram also offers a large 12-inch display as well. So Ford and Ram, they're in very good competition because Chevy doesn't even offer a 12-inch display as of this filming. But looking at the door panel material, it's gonna be a nice soft touch material with the nice brown stitching and contrast here. There's 3-person memory seats here with the lock and unlock controls there. There's a bunch of controls here for the power liftgate, also for the zone lighting here. That's even a light for the cargo bed. Your headlight controls are here. There's electronic parking brake. And if you're short like myself, Ford does give you these adjustable pedals. I'm pushing them away from me. You can also bring them towards you as well. So if you're short, Ford does give you that feature. This is a power tilt and telescoping wheel, which offers a decent amount of range and adjustability. Over here on the steering wheel is for the adaptive cruise control, for the volume and voice controls there. There's the Ford emblem here on the actual airbag cover. I like the nice high quality leather and stitching here on the steering wheel. Also like this 3-spoke wheel design with this gray painted trim here at the lower part of the steering wheel. A really good position here to rest your hand if you like to hold the steering wheel at different type of angles. Over here is for the digital display that you can customize via this area here. It does tell you when the fuel is low and whatnot, so you can customize this to your likings. It does show you different stuff like your trip computer, also your fuel economy, and it's also a calm screen as there. There's your trailer brake control here. There's also the Pro trailer control, so you can hook up a trailer and basically back it up just in case you don't want to actually use the actual steering wheel here. So you can use this knob here. There's the air vents here. The materials on the dashboard are gonna be a nice high quality leather and stitching. There's a storage compartment here. I wish my model had a rear view camera mirror, which would have been a nice feature, but it looks really nice here. There's gonna be LED lights throughout the cabin. There's also the switch here to open up that power sliding rear glass there, which is a nice feature to let more light and air into this cabin. And above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here, which is really nice. There's the 3-car garage remote here on the actual visor. Looking here at the glove compartment here, you gotta press this button to open it up. It does reveal a little bit of storage, but it does have this rubber material here so things won't move around while it's inside the glove compartment here. But looking at this area here, it does offer a large storage in there. There's also a 12-volt right here with a household outlet. This does have dual climate control here. There's 3 level heated and cooled seats, also with a heated steering wheel function, which is really nice. Over here is for the drive mode selector. This does have a locking diff. There's a 2 high, a 4 high, a 4 auto, a 4 low. Switching over here, there's plenty of different drive modes. It does have a sport, also an eco mode. There's a tow haul mode there. There's also normal, a slippery, deep snow and sand condition, and it will put the vehicle in a 4x4 state. That's also mud and ruts, and also rock and coral. So you can basically take this vehicle off-road because my model does have the FX4 package as well. Over here is going to be nice aluminum like trim here, but pushing this, it does reveal a USB-C with a USB port. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit in there just fine. There's 2 cup holders here, and there's actually some ambient lighting inside the cup hold wells there. Pressing this button here, this actually folds the shifter away, and Ford says they have this to do this so you guys can pull this area here to make this a workstation, so you can put your computer here or a laptop and you can just basically work, or you can have your lunch here if you're at a construction site and whatnot. Closing this back here, and Ford says this will not get stuck. There's a little bit of storage here. You can put your phone there if you would like. Over here is going to be additional storage down here. Let's have these big knobs here for the volume and tune knob. You can also have the screen at its calm setting here. Just press that, or you can turn the screen off if you would like. The touch response in here is very fantastic. I'm not sure if Ford lets you take up the complete screen here with the Apple CarPlay, if I'm not mistaken, but you can switch it, as you guys can see, like that. Going back to the CarPlay here and going here to the Google Maps, it does take up this portion of the screen here. I think Ford does allow you to take up the full screen. If you guys know if they do or not, just let me know in the comment section down below, but I think it does. Over here, this is for the onboard generator. Right now it's not gonna let me do it because due to the low fuel. So you guys can actually power your house once you have this thing at a full tank of gas. I know in Texas, when there was a snowstorm, a lot of people purchased an F-150 with the onboard generator, which is a nice touch because they power up their house because electricity was out. You can access the camera via this button here. As you guys can see, there's a front facing camera, there's a top down 360 view there. You can also zoom in and out of, so you can see what's around the vehicle and whatnot. You can also parallel and perpendicular park this pickup truck here, which is a nice feature. There's the hazard button, the stability control. That's also this hill descent control there. But overall, I'm very impressed with this interior. Ford did a fantastic job. The seats in here, they're super supportive, they're super comfortable. One of the best seats that I sat in a pickup truck in a very long time. But overall, let's hop into the back seat of the Ford F-150. Getting into the back seat of the Ford F-150, the door opens nice and wide here. But before we hop inside, let's take a look underneath the rear seat here. Ford gives you the strap. Once you pull this, it unlocks the seat. Once it does that, it reveals this underfloor storage here, so you guys can put some valuables back here if you would like. And you can also lock the storage as well. And unfortunately, you cannot pull the seat down once it's like this. You have to grab this scrap here in order to take it out of its lock position. But once it does that, it goes back into a flat area like this. But getting back here into the back seat of the F-150, my model does come with these side steps here. So you guys have small children and they're trying to get into this big old pickup truck, Ford does give you these side steps here. But getting back here, as you guys can see, I do have a decent amount of headroom, and above me is going to be LED lights here throughout the cabin with this coat hanger here, so you guys can hang up a jacket or some recital clothes for your children. The materials back here are very nice stitching that Ford offers. There's this cup holder here with additional storage and cup holder space. But closing the door here, the door sounds pretty solid. There's gonna be 2 map pockets back here for storage. There's rear seat air vents. There's 2 level heated seats. I'm surprised that Ford didn't go with cool seats as well. There's a 12 volt here, also with a household outlet with a USB-C USB port. There's also this household outlet right here. There's cup holders back here. Putting this down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders and a nice padded area to rest your elbows. And above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here to let light into this cabin. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Ford F-150 with the PowerBoost engine. Open up the hood here of the Ford F-150. This has Ford's 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This powertrain makes 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy from this PowerBoost engine is at 24 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 24 combined. This has best-in-class fuel economy. This also can tow up to 12,100 pounds. This also has best-in-class payload around 2,100 pounds. So this PowerBoost is very capable of towing and also putting stuff in the bed. Also with fuel economy, this is also hooked up to a 10-speed automatic transmission, co-developed by Ford and GM. So starting off in the 2021 Ford F-150 here. Right now, guys, I'm just driving this vehicle in electric range only, which is super impressive. No other competitor in this segment offers a hybrid powertrain as of this filming. I know Toyota is supposed to be coming out with electric 3.5 liter V6, or allegedly that's what they're supposed to be bringing out, so it can compete against the Ford F-150. But Ford beat every manufacturer to the market. They beat Chevy, Toyota, Ram, any manufacturer that makes a pickup truck. Ford basically beat them to the punch. This has Ford's 3.5 liter twin turbo V6. This makes 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. And this is the 14th generation F-150. I know a lot of people get it confused because it looks similar to the 13th generation. Ford, they did change up the exterior styling. They gave it sleeker looking headlights, which I think is really nice. And keep in mind, this does have that twin turbo V6, so this vehicle will get up and go. And I love the way this powertrain sounds. I know a lot of people don't like the sound, but I like the way that it sounds. It sounds pretty good and very futuristic. Let's talk about the fuel economy here from this 3.5 liter V6 here. This makes 24 in the city, 24 on the highway, and 24 combined. Very impressive fuel economy numbers here from the F-150. This is one of the best pickup trucks if you guys are looking to get over 24 miles to the gallon, because it offers that, because it has that electric assist. It's sandwiched between the transmission. This interior in here is just out of this world. It reminds me of the Ram 1500, but I think Ford did a better job. I like the aluminum trim in here. Also with this large 12-inch display, it does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The materials are just up to par. Ford did a fantastic job here. And I love this digital display here, very bright and very crisp. This is the only pickup truck in the market right now that offers this full digital display. So Ford, they came to play when it came to basically looking at what the other competitors offer, with Ram offering that partial digital display in the center, but it did offer the analog on the left and right side. But Ford, they just basically blow that out of the water with this full digital display here, which I think is nice. And it's also this power shifting shifter here that it will fold into the center console here, but unfortunately you cannot do that when you're driving. A lot of people try to test that out. You cannot do that. And this does turn into a workstation here, so you guys can use your computer if you're at a workstation. And my model also has an onboard generator, which you can power up to your tools, a phone, anything that you can plug into it, and it will show you that here on this large 12-inch display if it's going to be using too much of the power and whatnot. But right now I have this vehicle in the sport mode here. Let's do the turning radius here. This vehicle turns really good. This can move through parking lots, so you got to worry about kind of like counter steering when you're going into like something tight. This vehicle doesn't even feel big to me, personally speaking. It rides really good. I like the suspension that Ford uses. This has best-in-class towing, best-in-class fuel economy, and I think it has best-in-class interior. Like, this vehicle just looks super nice here. This also has a co-developed 10-speed automatic. It was co-developed by Chevy and Ford, so really good 10-speed automatic as well. But this truck just gets up and go. With the electric assist, it's just super smooth. It does bounce between the electric motor and also the gas. Very smooth. You don't even know that it's even doing it, personally speaking. I have the vehicle in its sport mode here. This does have 3-level heated and cooled seats. I'm just gonna floor it from a stop here. And that sounds, it just sounds really good. And like I mentioned, that electric motor does help this truck get up and go. So Ford, I'm just really impressed. This PowerBoost really speaks what it says. It makes 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque. Really good torque numbers, really good horsepower numbers. This does have best-in-class horsepower and torque. The other competitors make around 420 horsepower, but they don't even come nowhere near 570 pound-feet of torque. The Ford is the only one in class that does this. If you guys are looking for one of the best pickup trucks, and it's been the best pickup truck for the last 40-something years, so Ford has really brought the game to play. Now let's do a turning radius test here to see. Let's see, and I'm gonna have to forget it. There's a truck. It does this. This is what you guys are gonna buy this truck for, to basically take this thing off-roading just a little bit. Me personally, it might touch a dirt trail, but not to rock climb or anything like that. But this vehicle does not have the best turning radius. Some other competitors are working on four corner steering, so basically it can help with the turning radius. But this vehicle is not bad, just like every other pickup truck in this segment when it comes to turning radius. But the ride quality in here is really good, and just the torque is just so rich. This truck will legit get up and go like nothing. So if you guys are looking for a fast pickup truck, looking for a high quality upscale cabin and really good technology, the Ford F-150 is a really good option. Starting price here for the Ford F-150 Lariat with the PowerBoost engine is at $51,330 with the options and accessories including destination. The Ford F-150 stickers for $71,310. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drive1Reviews and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next review.